Thank you, Basavarajaya, for giving excellent presentation regarding the academic autonomy in SIT. Now it is time for a presentation by our placement head, Professor H.N. Rangraj. Good admission to any college depends on good placement. To be successful in placement process, you need to acquire several skills. We in SIT conduct the training programs right from first year, that is from second semester to seventh semester. Professor H.N. Rangraj will give the details of the training programs we conduct in SIT and also the companies visiting us for recruitment process. I request Professor Rangraj to take over.
Good afternoon, everybody. In the previous presentation, Professor Basavarajaya has made several points related to placement already clear to you. In addition to the points made by him, I want to add some more important points relevant to the campus placement and placement in general. I take this opportunity to welcome all the freshers and their parents. When students join engineering or any other professional course, they will have some ambitions to become some, that is to have some career paths. These career paths can be just divided into three broad categories. Namely, the students, they may like to select a path which is related to research and development, or they may like to start their own enterprise. They may take up to any entrepreneurship, or they may like to continue the family business already existing in their family. And the other set of students, generally, they are in majority, they look for placement in organizations. To any student who joins engineering would aspire to make his career in one of these three paths. Now, SIT, that is the college which you have joined, is making full efforts to empower the students to pursue the career paths of their choice. So, as already mentioned by Professor Basavarajaya, those who want to pursue their career in research and development, they have a facility here in the curriculum, that is the introduction of research component in UG curriculum. If they opt for that particular facility or option, naturally they will have more opportunities to go for research and development, go for higher studies and continue their studies further, PhD and all that. So such students may opt for the research component in UG curriculum, and the conditions for that already mentioned by Professor Basavarajaya. Then, for those who want to start their own business or industry, we have a separate cell called Entrepreneurship Cell and Incubation Center. So if a student has got a new idea and if he wants to convert that idea into a reality, so this Entrepreneurship Cell helps in guiding those students to practically bring their idea, bring those innovative ideas into reality. And even to start their business, there is an incubation center, and you can take the facility or the help of the incubation center to start their business. And once they are confident, they can move out of the incubation center and continue their business outside. And finally, we have another this thing, that is my department, is the job of my department, that is placement related training programs and campus hiring. Those who are interested in getting placements in the campus hiring process. So we just empower those students, equip those students to appear for the campus process, hiring process with confidence by providing the necessary training and by giving the necessary inputs in the skills that is required, and then finally inviting the companies for campus placement. So these placement related training programs and this one, a broad idea has already been given by Professor Basurajaya. We have introduced 3 important subjects as mandatory subjects, which are mainly placement related. So one important requirement for any placement in any good company is a student should have a good communication skill. Because most of the companies, the employees work in team, and they interact with the clients outside the country also. So in order to carry on these 2 aspects of placement successfully, one should have a good communication skills. That means the student should have an ability to articulate his views or his ideas to the other people who work in the team or with the clients with whom he will have discussion. So with that aspect in mind, we have introduced one subject called Communicative English. It is of 5 hours duration per week for 14 weeks, means 70 hours duration. It's a training program of 70 hours duration, out of which 42 hours of lecture class will be there, which is an interactive type of lecture class, not a regular, usual type of this one. It's an interactive type of training program for 42 hours, and then 28 hours of lab practice. So for this purpose, a special language learning laboratory has been set up with 60 systems and with the necessary softwares in that, so that they can practice whatever that is discussed in the lecture class can be practiced in the laboratory classes, so that by the time they come to 7th semester, they will have nearly 3 years of time. And because this language, when some training program is given, that is only an initiation for that. Unless you practice these skills in your day-to-day activities, unless you just try to speak in English with your friends and also other people in your day-to-day activity, you cannot just improve your language skills. So that is why you will have 3 years of time for practicing this, and I earnestly appeal, whatever the skills you acquire in first year, that is in communicative skills, you have to put that into practice in your day-to-day activities, and by the time you come to 6th semester, you will be in a position to just speak to anybody with fluency in English and discuss and articulate your ideas with others, so that you will be confident in placing your views with others. Now, I want to make this point very clear to you, because whenever there is because the campus placements are comparatively good in our institute, there is an impression among the students community that if they get admission in SIT, they are going to get a job. Of course, they are going to get a job with some condition. because SIT is not a job provider. We don't have job on our own. The companies have to come and they have to offer jobs, and the students should satisfy those company people, and if only selected by those companies, they will get jobs. But, so that is why SIT empowers students to get jobs, but it is not directly providing job. So the final responsibility of getting placement lies mostly with the students making use of the best opportunities and the facilities provided in the college during the course of study. So it provides opportunities for campus placement, and it acts as a facilitates campus placement process, and then it is the responsibility of students to make best use of the opportunities provided. So why I am just making this point clear to you is, right from today, if you are interested, that is, during the course of next 1 year, you have to decide whether you would like to go for higher studies and choose a research and development path, or you want to start your own business, or you want to take up some job in some companies. That you have to decide, and you have to work in that direction, so that by the time you come to 7th semester, you are empowered to get what you desire. So an overall statistics for the past 3 years, placement statistics. The number of companies visited in 2012-13, 38 companies visited our campus, and number of offers made, 550. 550 offers were made by these 38 companies. In 2013-14, there is a slight decline because of the general economic conditions at that point of time, and only 35 companies visited our campus and made 537 offers. And last year, just concluded this placement season, 50 companies visited our campus and 625 offers were made. And in 2014-15, the maximum salary offered was 8.25 lakhs per annum, and it was offered by SAP Labs, and 2 students from computer science bagged these jobs. Then the average salary comes to 3.38 lakhs. That is, companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Accenture, and these companies, they offer a job in the range of 3.2 to 3.3 lakhs, like that. That is the average. Then the minimum salary offered is 2.25 lakhs. Some companies which are located in Tumkur and nearby places, they also come and select students, but the offer made by those companies is around 2.25 lakhs. So these are the list of some companies which are visiting regularly our campus. The Tata Consultancy Services is the major recruiter of our students. As I mentioned in the morning, every year they account for nearly 30 to 40% of our placements. And in the last 10 years, they have made, that is, they have offered more than 2,200 offers were made by TCS for our students in the last 10 years. That is, on an average of about 220 offers every year they are making. And we have many core companies also, but these core companies, the eligibility criteria is quite tough, and also they select very few students in single digits, maybe 2, 3, 4, maximum 5, like that. And many such companies are visiting our campus, and they offer a good salary also, ranging from 4.5 to 7 to 8 lakhs, like that. And this is another additional list of companies which are visiting. All popular brands, you can just see here. So last year, this SAT, they visited our campus and selected 2 students from our campus offering the highest salary for our campus, that is around 8 lakhs, as I said earlier, 8.2 lakhs. Then, this is a very, very important slide for you. It's a basic eligibility criteria for campus placement, the expectation of the company. The first level of screening is done by this one only, because there will be a large number of students and less number of jobs available. So naturally, the companies devise their own methods of elimination and finally select the best students out of the lot available. So the first round of elimination is done by fixing the eligibility criteria. So the basic eligibility criteria for campus placement is SSLC, PUC, stage minimum 60%, and diploma, those who get the admission at third semester level, that is diploma students, they have to get minimum 60% in diploma, and in BE, that is in up to 6th semester, the cumulative grade, the CGPA should be equivalent of 60%, or it should be more than 6.75. Of course, this is the basic eligibility criteria, but the core companies which are offering higher end jobs naturally expect minimum 70% throughout and a CGPA of 8.5 and above, like that. So another very, very important criteria which is to be satisfied by all the students who aspire for campus placement is no standing backlog at the time of writing the test. If they fail in any of the subjects, and if they have not cleared that subject at the time of the visit of the company, even though you have a very good CGPA, you will not be permitted to appear for the selection process, because companies want consistently good performance throughout the career. So therefore, the best option would be to clear all the subjects in the first attempt itself. So then this worry will not, this aspect will not bother you much. Because some high-end companies, they expect the students not to fail, that is not to fail in any of the subjects at any point of time. So that they use a term called, the student should not have a history of backlog. You should not have a history of backlog that is there, then only you are eligible for that. But for some companies, even if you have failed in 1 or 2 subjects in the earlier semesters, but by the time you come to, that is by the time you come to 6th semester, you should have cleared all the subjects, and that is irrespective of the CGPA you get, you have to satisfy this condition. This is a very important condition. I once again stress all of you, to satisfy this condition, it is not difficult. Only if you regularly attend all the classes and study the subject, whatever that has been covered on a particular day, on that day itself, then it is it is difficult to fail in such subjects at all. So then very easily we can pass in those subjects and satisfy this criteria. So and one more point I would like to mention at this stage. Some of you might not have scored 60% either in 10th semester or in 10th standard or in 12th. So for such students, a few companies visit and they insist only on the grades or CGPA of the current course. Then only for such companies they can appear. But nowadays, companies are using another another really good in engineering, because due to some reason they might not have scored good marks in PUC or in 10th standard. But if they are really good after joining engineering, so they organize some competitions. That is, several technical competitions these companies organize, and if students do well, perform well in these technical competitions with innovative ideas, this 60% condition will be waived off, and they will be directly given interview, and I am told last week I attended a placement officers meet organized by TCS. I am told this year 20% of the campus placements they are going to reserve for those students who do well in these competitions which they are every year. TCS organizes student competitions, that is by name Nginx, Code Vita, like that, in coding and also other innovative ideas and all that. They can this one organize tests, contests, and if the students secure a minimum points in that particular this one, they fix up that, and they will be directly called for interview irrespective of the percentage what they have scored earlier, and they will get an opportunity to get selected. So I earnestly appeal to all the students who are joining this one to give a serious thought for this aspect, and those who are having innovative ideas can definitely do better in these competitions. And this one, that is whenever those competitions are announced, so you just